Well, Marcus Rashford is giving Ruben Amorim more headache, as Ruben Amorim is looking at him as the possible player to leave Manchester United in the January transfer window to obviously get in some good amount of money to bring in the players he wants. Rashford is like, I'm going nowhere, Mr. Ruben Amorim. I'm here to fight for my position. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you're watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss certain stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And you're going to be talking about Amadi Diallo. He has been named the player for the month of December for the club of Manchester United. And Ruben Amorim has gone ahead to confirm to us that there are talks that this guy is obviously going to be getting his contract is going to be renewed, and that is really some good news in here for us. Now, before we go to the news that Marcus Rashford has rejected offers for clubs that want to sign him in January transfer window, Rashford took to his Instagram and said to this story coming in through from the Sun Football that Marcus Rashford steps up bid to quit United as he holds talks with agency who landed massive £86 million transfer move. You understand? Then, when that was really put up on the 31st of December, Rashford came up and really posted the following. He posted his screenshot, that photo, and went to his Insta story and captioned it with the following. Been a lot of false stories written over past few weeks, but guys, this is getting ridiculous. Never met with any agency and don't have any plans to. So he confirmed to us through his writing that he has never met with any agency, and then he has no urge, to, or he doesn't have any plans obviously meet any agency, to see to it that he obviously finds himself in the exit door of Manchester United. Then after that post came up, we all had a story coming in from Chris Wheeler, one of those reputable journalists who works with the Daily Mail, told us that Marcus Rashford has turned down a £35 million season contract offer from Saudi Arabia. That's what he told us. And he also added and said, if he's to leave, Rashford would only go to a competitive club and a league that would allow him to regain a place in the England national team. He has ruled out idea of joining Saudi Arabia and Turkey. So, teams in Turkey and Saudi Arabia had gone ahead to show very huge intent to obviously sign Marcus Rashford, but Rashford is like, I'm not going there. And Chris Wheeler is like, unless otherwise a reputable club comes in through, that's when he will go. And this is obviously not doing justice to the manager of Manchester United, that is Ruben Amorim, because his dream is to sell Marcus Rashford. And why is Marcus Rashford one of those players he wants to sell? Because Marcus Rashford is pure profit. He's a player coming in through from the academy of Manchester United, and if United can get like £40 million from Marcus Rashford, that is pure profit. They can use that amount of money to obviously sign very many players. They can even sign for players, of like £50 million, or £50 million, because they can obviously use 10, 8, 7 on every player's initial deposit, and obviously see to it that they can really cover it up in the next summer transfer window. And we are into the first year of the 3 years of the new transfer window phase. Remember, the other phase ended in the summer of 2023, in the summer of 2024. Now we are obviously starting off a new phase. You understand? So let's wait and see how that pans out. But Marcus Rashford has rejected this, and Paul Hurst has told us that Marcus Rashford, if he had accepted one of Saudi Arabia's efforts, Marcus Rashford's salary would have risen to almost $675,000 a week. He would also not have had to pay income tax like in England. So he would have gone out obviously earn almost £700,000 a week, and it was tax-free. So that shows you that it was a very huge offer. But the man said, no, I'm not obviously giving this a go to happen. And that is Marcus Rashford for you. So that means United have to look elsewhere on who they're supposed to move on and obviously get in huge profit. Because even if we sell Casemiro As I told you, even if Manchester United sells Casemiro, they are not going to get that profit that they want, because Casemiro came in through for 60 to 70 million pounds. You remember, from Real Madrid. And I tell you what, we haven't gone ahead to pay that amount of money, obviously finish it, because it was widespread, I think, in like 4 years. And if I told you it's 4 years, that means at least every year we have to be paying 15 million pounds. And if at all for the calendar year of, if at all we've paid 15 million pounds from 2022, because that's when we signed him, to 2023, that is 15 million pounds. 2023, 2024, that is 30 million pounds. 24, 20, meaning that so far we've paid 30 million pounds, and I think we have some 7. I think they've paid like 40 million pounds, and they're really having a balance of 15 million pounds, meaning that even if you sell that player, you don't register him as a profit into your sales. The same applies to Anthony. All the players that United are really willing to obviously sell, they are not obviously going to be doing in the profit, because United hasn't gone ahead obviously pay the amount of money that we are being demanded. That's why the focus was so much onto Marcus Rashford, because he's a pure profit, But Marcus Rashford is making the job of the manager hard, and I think that's why he's giving Ruben Amorim more headache onto this. But a solution has to be found, and because we have to sell to buy. That's what the scenario has been painted like. And I tell you, it's not gonna be easy for us to get in players, because we don't have the money, and we might be violating the financial fair play as anticipated. So for me, I'm like, if Rashford doesn't want to go, I think we need to obviously come up and put in we obviously have to come in and obviously put in a very huge reason to convince him to leave. And as Chris Will has told us, that if top clubs come in through, he'll obviously have to go. And now, which top clubs can come in through? Napoli. Can he go to Napoli? I've gone ahead to say sort of linking him to Barcelona. They're like, if Barca comes in through, he obviously give in to go. But does Barca have the money? They don't have the money, because even right now, Dani Olmo registration is really causing a very huge headache to them. And I tell you what, it's really gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for them to obviously register that man known as Victor and Dani Olmo. So it's not easy as you guys think. It's really not happening how we want it to happen. So, and as we speak right now, Laporta has confirmed they haven't going to receive anything from the La Liga, and we are soon coming to the end of the second day of January. So, sorry, the third day. So I tell you what, it's not business as usual. So Barcelona is out of the equation. I think PSG really have space to obviously put Marcus Rashford somewhere, but we have to wait and see whether they'll obviously do the needful and obviously sign him. Arsenal is another team that has been linked to this player, and we are waiting to see how things are really going to be given a very huge go. So Ruben Amorim, during the press conference today, has confirmed to us that Marcus Rashford is out of the game of Liverpool because he's ill, and I think the manager is like, I'm having more players back. That is Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte. My squad is now full. Then I no longer need him, and that means he just put him to fill up the bench when you're playing against was it Bournemouth? I think it was Bournemouth, right? We're playing against Newcastle. I think that's why he did it. So let's leave it at that and obviously get to Amadi Diallo. He has been voted as the United player for the month of December, and his goal against Manchester City has also been named the goal of the month. That is Amadi Diallo for you. He has been one of those players that has improved hugely, and some people have gone ahead to obviously come up and obviously see to it that a lot really is given to him. But he's really a very good player. And I've seen some pundits or some fans go hard on him. Like, he's not good. No player in that squad is good. And I'm really asking, why are they very reactionary? This boy is good. And for me, I'll stand by him. But the problem has always gone ahead to be The problem is caused, by the way, by lots of things, because you can't be the only one of the two players in the club that is really functioning. If the other sections of the team are not performing very well, then do you anticipate that yours will obviously thrive up? I tell you no. And we've been told by the website as to why Ahmad was voted the player for the month of December. They said Ahmad Diallo has won United's Player and Goal of the Month awards for December 2024, rounding off what was a breakthrough 12 months for him at Old Trafford. While it was difficult ending to the calendar for Ruben Amorim's team, the Ivorian contributions over the course of the month were a positive and have been recognized by supporters. Number 16 jersey accumulated 78% of the votes from the fans in the Players of the Match poll of ManUnited.com in the United app, while his debut winner away against City came on top in the Goal of the Month category. Thank you whoever who voted. And Ahmad had 79%, Maguire was second. Manuel Ugarte came second with 14%, Maguire had 7%. So that is Ahmad Diallo for you. And he had the man of the match performance in the game we played against Everton, 4-0. And when you're playing against Victoria Pleasant, he was really one of those that made ahead of his put in a very big performance in the 2 goals that we scored. And I tell you what, he really had a very good display when United was knocked out of the Carabao Cup when you're playing against Tottenham Hotspur in a 4-3 game. And against City 2-1, being the reason for that goal, for that penalty that was scored by Bruno Fernandes, and then him scoring the winner. Obviously, you have no reason as to why you don't obviously give him his flowers as a player. So as it stands, I tell you, he is the guy that deserves to win the player of the month, the player of the award for the player of the month of December. So your thoughts onto everyone, onto everything I've gone to dissect on this channel, welcome in the comment section below. I'm out. Bye-bye.